Nepal is all set to receive a mammoth $650 million grant money as Thursday's regular cabinet meeting approved the assistance. Just under 2 months after the parliamentary ratification of MCC-Nepal Compact worth $500 million, America, one of the biggest bilateral donors, has come up with massive financial assistance as the fund is said to be spent on priority sectors including education, health and economic development. Good morning, I'm Sapsanamma and these are the headlines of the hour. Dalit representation at local units dismal even as the constitution and election laws guarantee a lucrative role. The constitutional bodies shouldering the responsibility of monitoring and drawing government attention appear dysfunctional. More than 900 bodies of civilians discovered around Ukrainian capital Kyiv following Russia's withdrawal almost a week ago, most of them fatally shot according to the police. And Sunrisers Hyderabad defeats Kolkata Knight Riders by 7 wickets in the Indian Premier League. Constitution and laws related to election have ensured Dalit representation in the local levels. In the local polls, in fact, provisions have been arranged for mandatory election of a Dalit woman in each ward of the local levels. However, the indifference of political leadership is evident as they have turned a blind eye to this requirement. Despite the population of the Dalit community standing at over 3.5 million, only 10 individuals have held leadership roles in a total of 753 local units. However, none of the parties have paid adequate attention towards increasing the representation of Dalit community in the coming election. Dalit community constitutes 13% of the total population of Nepal. However, representation of Dalits at leadership in local levels is microscopic. In 753 local levels, only 10 are led by individuals from Dalit communities. Likewise, 25 Dalit members were elected deputy mayors or vice chairpersons. Parties have formed their sister bodies for Dalit communities at all levels. However, they are yet to make genuine efforts to increase their participation in leadership roles. With the local election drawing closer, the Dalit community has exhibited its aspiration for leadership positions. However, their voices have fallen on deaf ears of the senior party leadership. In this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces what should be done to increase the actual representation of Dalit in local level election. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
मेयर उपमेयर वडा अध्यक्ष मध्ये एउटा कोटा निश्चित दलितको हुनुपर्छ
मेयर उपमेयरको ठुलो ठुलो पदमा पनि उयो गर्न सक्ने उनीहरुलाई बनाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ
प्रेरणा दिएर चाहिँ अघि बढाउनु पर्छ
पार्टीले बढाएर स्ट्रङली स्पेस दियो भने
दलहरुले नि उहाँहरुलाई अगाडि बढाउनु पर्छ
जुनसुकै पार्टीको होस् उनीहरुले अगाडि बढाउनका लागि दलितहरुलाई समावेश गर्नु जरुरी छ
दलित आफै सक्षम हुन जरुरी छ
Constitutional bodies shouldering the responsibility of monitoring and drawing government attention have appeared dysfunctional for the past year and a half. Disputes related to appointment of officials and the absence of expertise have kept these entities from using their constitutional jurisdiction. 7 such commissions, previously said to be revamped every 10 years, are in a sorry state. The National Human Rights Commission had blacklisted 286 individuals in 2020 for their involvement in serious cases of violation of human rights. The Commission had recommended for actions against them from the government. However, with the completion of the term of the officials, they were replaced by new faces during the government led by KP Sharma Oli without following parliamentary hearing. Since then, no efforts have been made towards taking necessary actions. Likewise, Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, Public Service Commission, Election Commission, Fiscal Commission and Office of the Auditor General have all remained passive as well. A total of 52 individuals have been appointed at different commissions in the past 2 years. As provisioned by the Constitution, women, inclusive Dalit, Madhesi, Muslim, Tharu and Indigenous Nationalities Commissions were required to be restructured in 10 years. However, these commissions have been limited to formalities. While all of these commissions have not been able to perform against expectations, the government has also remained indifferent towards their recommendation. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, why have the constitutional commissions not been effective? Your options are A, lack of government support, B, impact of power share, and C, absence of expertise. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. The government is yet to secure required chemical fertilizers for paddy production this year as well. Despite a government-level agreement with India 2 months ago for procurement of chemical fertilizers, it is yet to be implemented. Government officials are uncertain about the arrival of 150,000 tons of chemical fertilizers from India. While the next meeting of the Joint Task Force was scheduled to discuss the price of procured fertilizers, the meeting is yet to be finalized. The Nepali side of the Joint Task Force has called for holding the meeting at the earliest, but the Indian team has not suggested any dates as of yet. The Ministry of Agriculture has said that the fixing of prices by April end would facilitate procurement by the mid of June. The government has allocated 27,750 billion rupees for procurement of fertilizers this year, while it has sanctioned 11,750 billion rupees for importing fertilizers from India alone. National Games is the biggest platform for production of athletes who could represent the nation at the international tournaments. However, the sporting fiesta is always delayed in Nepal under several pretexts. With the National Games slated between 5th to 11th of June, the organizers themselves are not confident about the quality of the mega event. The first edition of the National Games was held 41 years ago. While the event was initially supposed to be held every 2 years, only 8 editions have been organized so far. Political instability is the major reason for several delays. Previous edition of the National Games was held in Lumbini, as Gandaki was then assigned with the responsibility of organizing the next event. However, political instability and issues in the National Sports Council led to several delays. With the declaration of the dates, questions have now surfaced about the quality of the National Games, which is said to be organized without adequate preparations. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.